Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
You must be that robot that pulled me out from the grave. Well, I thank you for that.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Seems very generous from you. Say, how did you happen to find me anyway?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Alright. About those men that attacked me. What do you know about them?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Alright. Say, what kind of robot are you?
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
So what are you doing in this town? How did you end up here anyway?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
I'll keep that in mind. See you around, Victor. I have things to do.
Happy trails!
General store. Alright.
Hello.
Hello. Howdy, partner.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
So, I'm looking for some people that attacked me. One of them had checkered suit. Know anything about them?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Alright. What's with the name Easy Pete? Why are you cold like that?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
You're a prospector? Like digging gold and silver, that kind of thing?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Anything good while you were prospecting? Found anything?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
You said you got away from the NCR. What's your opinion on them?
Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
I'm familiar with the NCR very well. About those legions.
They're slavers. led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
So, this dam, this Hoover Dam, what's so important about it?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
Yeah, same old story with NCR. Always going after something that they think it's very beneficial to them. About bighorners, what do you use them for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
What do you know about Victor?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Alright. Thanks for the chat. See you around, Easy Pete.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Morning.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
I hope not. You must be Sunny Smiles? Doc Mitchell said that you could teach me to survive in desert. Help me get back on my feet and all that.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon. Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
He was already doing that. I know how to use my gun.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Okay, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways. Hear that up on the ridge behind me there?
Yeah.
We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Okay, stay here. Got him.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure, why not? I'll come with you.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
There they are. You hear that?
I'm hit! Teach you to mess with me.
You alright, ma'am?
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Water.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Well, couldn't hurt. What do I need to do?
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
I'm on it. I think that's the squall. Yeah, that's definitely it. little vermins. This is it. Zinder route. While I'm here... This place is complete trash. Nothing. Nothing. This place is picked clean. Nothing of value inside. Well, there is this thing, of course. Alright, let's give it a try. All right. 9mm pistol, stealth boy. That's something that you don't find every day. Stimpack, manthets, caps, and 11 rounds of 9mm. Now, what else do I need? Zinder root and Brock flower. I guess that must be a graveyard. Maybe there is something that I can find out about my attackers. It's food. For now. Man, what a piece of trash of the rifle. Can't even hit the bloatfly. Here it is. No tracks. But he did leave something behind. Broke flowers. All right, let's go back to Sunny. Where is she? Oh, there she is. All right, I got everything.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try. Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Hold up.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Listen, I need to get to a Prim. You know any routes?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
All right, thanks. I'm a little short on the caps, by the way. I don't suppose there is any work available?
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
Way ahead of you. I already cracked the safe.
Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me.
What do you do around here?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
All right. Let's talk about areas around Good Springs.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Any other towns nearby?
Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
What do you know about NCR?
The new California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
Well, to be honest, I already know everything about NCR. I was born in that country, grew up there. Just wanted to hear it from you, see what people think about them around these parts. So, what does the NCR keep you safe from? Geckos?
Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
Are you talking about...
Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
Yeah, I also heard stories about them. Lots of it. Though I don't think NCR is making up those stories. I think they are very true. Though, never seen it with my own eyes. What kind of creatures are out there anyway, besides geckos?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
Noted. That's all I wanted to know.
If you want to know anything else, just ask.
No, that's it. See you around, Sonny.
Until next time.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
You have whiskey?
Got a special discount for you, after what you done for us. Another satisfied customer.
I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. You know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did my attackers mention where they are going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So, where were they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Highway 93. Alright, I'll check that out. Listen, I'm not a mechanic, but I can see about your broken radio.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
No promises, though. Sorry. What do you know about Victor?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
I see. So he does nothing around the town? Actually, that's a good question. What does he actually do around here? Does he only roll around on his wheels, pretending to be a cowboy? Is he some kind of protector, or is he useful at least? Anything? What?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
I assume you don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
Wasteland just keeps surprising me. How long has he been in Good Springs anyway?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
He had an owner? Oh, interesting. Let's talk about something else.
Fine by me.
Does Good Spring get many visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Anything interesting in Wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Yeah, everybody's talking about that. About that goddamn Hoover Dam. So, what can you tell me about the NCR?
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
They just keep spreading. Yeah, they're pretty much stretched thin. So, about that Hoover Dam.
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
And the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
I guess we're going to see that when the time comes. Who was that dude that was arguing with you? What the hell was all that about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. Was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
What the hell were they thinking? Giving prisoners the dynamite? Seriously? Why not just deal with Cobb, kill him, and be done with it?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
You do realize that he will do something in the end. I know those kind of people. I know them very well. I guess I can help you out, all of you, since your doctor patched me up and that Victor pulled me out of the grave, so you can say I owe this town. Where is Ringo?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Alright.
Alright, so, I'm gonna need every information on that dude. What can you tell me about him? Every little detail will help.
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
Okay. Alright, thanks for the chat. I'll see you around.
Be careful out there.
Hey, Sonny.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Yeah, maybe. I wanted to ask you something, but never mind. Later.
Until next time.
I could use some supplies. Oi, shopkeeper.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Fair enough. What do you know about situation with powder gangers?
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
Yeah. Hey, have you seen the man in a checkered suit and a couple dudes with him?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you can tell me about them?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
So drug dealers. Great. Strip, you say? Ever been in a strip?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Wait, Mr. House?
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Interesting. I thought the robot had another owner, not this Mr. House fella. Alright, show me what you got for sale.
Can do.
Alright, I got some things to sell. Alright. 9mm pistol, Stout Boy, and Gecko Hide, and give me all the 357 ammunition that you got. 38 caps. Alright. Here you go.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. See you around.
Take it easy now.
Gas station.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
You know, if you're gonna shoot, you better not miss.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
Maybe some other time. I know how to play Caravan, but maybe some other time. So what do you do around here?
Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew already. I'm a trader with the Crimson Caravan Company. I'm, staying in town for a bit.
I see.
Did you want something else?
Yeah, of course I wanted to know something else. What can you tell me about Good Springs?
I've never stopped here until recently. You're better off asking one of the locals.
Well, that was something. What about your company?
It's been in business for a very long time, and it's probably the biggest trading outfit in California. There's a branch up in New Vegas, but it hasn't been doing so well. Word is that the big boss herself, Alice McLafferty, is coming in to fix things.
Sounds serious. Well, do you know that a man is looking for you? A convict called Joe Cobb?
Yeah, he doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
I see. Well, I got a better question for you. Why are the powder gangers after you? What did you do to them?
My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge.
Oh, that's great. That's just great. You're in a really deep shit, my friend. So what you gonna do about it, huh?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Lay low? That's it? Are you serious? You do realize they will get you eventually. Well, since you brought this upon the town, and I owe them, I'm gonna help you out. If this was a different situation, I would ask for money. But since I owe to this town, I'm going to help you, no charge.
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
You don't think I can handle myself in a fight?
I was thinking of myself, actually. Who's gonna watch my back while I'm watching yours?
Alright. Infusist.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
You don't mind if I loot the place. I won't touch your stuff, don't worry. Is this yours? Alright. Cigarettes. Is this yours as well? Well, I don't have anything right now.
Hey.
Hey, Sonny.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Yeah. Something like that. I'm gonna help Ringo take on the power gangs.
Say no more. I'm in.
Well, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
You worry too much. Don't worry, I got a plan. Though I'm gonna take whatever I can. You think Chet will give us his supplies just like that? He looks like an asshole to me, you know?
I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him.
Thought as much. Great. This is just great. What about dynamites?
Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over.
Yeah, I know about explosives. But we don't need more people. I can take care of this. You have to trust me.
I'll be waiting.
Alright.
Howdy.
Howdy. I heard you got dynamites. Would you be able to provide us with some? We need them to fight against powder gangers.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Don't worry. I'm familiar with care and handling of explosives. Dynamites included.
Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts.
Alright. What do you know about those powder gangers?
Bad trouble.
Okay.
Welcome.
See you around.
Yep.
Hey.
I could use that leather armor, though. It's not gonna be easy. Yeah, no way I'm gonna burn with him. Hey, chat.
You looking to buy some supplies?
No. We're gonna need supplies if you want to fight the powder gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
1,000 caps? You're an asshole, you know that? Never mind.
Right. Just keep me out of it. Is there anything else?
No.
Take it easy now.
Fucking asshole. Doc! Hey, Doc!
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
We have a problem. Town is gonna be attacked by bandits. Anything you can do to help?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Okay. Thanks. I have to go.
You take care now.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
Yeah, Sonny's with us.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
No. There's only one thing I can do right now. If you believe in God, pray that this will work.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
How many of them?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean.
6. Alright, that's enough. Alright. Listen to me very carefully.
Yes? Was there something else you needed?
If you want your town safe and your life intact, then we will do this my way. All you need to do is back away from me when the time comes.
What?
You heard me right.
What the hell's going on in your crazy head?
No time to explain. You two will stay out of my way and hope for the best. Understand?
Okay. Well, good luck to you.
Teach you to mess with me.
You'd better get out of here if you know it's good for you.
That's not a good idea.
You like that?
Big mistake.
Alright, boys, let's fuck this place up. Teach this bitch a lesson. I'm going to have to ask you to step away from the saloon. What do we have here? A motherfucking cowboy. You better back off if you know what's good for you. I can't do that. Oh yeah? Well... Wait. That's him! There's that asshole that we are looking for! Hand him over. No. Can't do that either. And what are you? His hired gun? No, not really. Then what the fuck do you want? Look, I can see that you're some merc, and that you're not from this town. How about we make a deal? Okay, let's hear it. You gave us Ringo, and after we are done with him, you can help us teach these bastards a lesson. There will be 100 caps for you, and we can split town's loot with you. What do you say? Sounds like a nice deal. A doctor of this town saved my life, so you can say that I can't go against them. But you can all turn around and leave this town. Is this a joke? No joke. Just want you to leave this town, and that's it. No one gets hurt over this coward behind me. Oh yeah, right. Do you want us to clean their houses too? Shine their boots and buy them a cake? Were you born this stupid, or did you take lessons? All that I ask for is you to leave, nothing else. Oh, don't worry, we will leave this place. To go and find your sister, to fuck her good in all of her holes. Are you done laughing? I think it's stupid to laugh at the man who is offering you a chance to live. Very careless of you. Now here's what is going to happen. You will all apologize to these people for bothering them on this nice afternoon, and then turn around and leave this town very quietly, and never come back. Kill him!
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain
I told you that I don't want any money. But now that you're giving me, I won't refuse.
It's all I've got with me. But if you look me up at the Crimson Caravan's main camp in New Vegas, I'll pay you in full.
Okay, but do me a favor.
How may I assist you?
Work on your courage next time. And never bother anybody with your problems again.